Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Vikas Singh. I'm a consultant intervention cardiologist based at Patna. Now, I'm here to discuss with you the role of diet in strengthening your heart and in protecting your heart diseases. So, we know how heart disease has emerged as one of the most common causes of death worldwide. So, forget about developed countries. Even in developing countries like India, cardiovascular diseases are the number one causes of death. And it is not surprising that the numbers are only going to increase from here. Now, why heart diseases occur? There are so many reasons behind it. The stressful life that we all lead, the sedentary life is again one of the reasons. But a very common reason I would say is the obesity part, the diet that we often overlook. And I would be, in fact, trying to tell you those small little things which can help us in looking more closely at what can be good for our heart. So the number one thing I would say is eat more of fresh fruits and vegetables. Now you won't believe these are nature's, in true sense, nature's gift to us. They are a very good source of vitamins and minerals, and they have a very low calorie content. So insist for seasonal fruits and vegetables rather than fruits which are not available in that season. Our teachers often used to tell us that those colorful fruits and vegetables, those different colors signify different minerals and vitamins that those fruits are rich in. And the more colorful your platter looks, the more variety of vitamins and minerals is getting inside your body, and that is very good for your health. So that has to be, I would say, adhered to. Don't overlook that part. It's a sad thing that most of us are getting into more and more of junk foods, and these fresh fruits and vegetables are occupying a back seat. Number two, I would say, is look for more and more of whole grain food. So there was a time when food would mean a whole grain food. But as more and more processing starts to occur, many of those nutrient part is lost. And number two, the fiber content, which is very important not just in lowering the cholesterol content of your body, but also in taking care of your heart health and also in taking care of your digestive system. So all those benefits are lost because the processing starts to occur. So instead of going for more and more of processed foods, make sure that whole grain food are a part of your diet. Number three is reducing salt intake. So there has been a lot of controversy on salt, but there are certain points which are more or less unanimous, or people would agree to those points. Number one is limit the intake of salt. At least to begin with, you can start to stop adding that extra table salt in your diet or extra salt in your food. That can be the first step. Added salt has to be avoided. And number two, what you can do is many processed foods like pickles, like say papad, achar, all those things, they contain a lot of salt content. So we can stop, or rather curtail the uses of those small little things in our diet. Uh, Although it is not recommended that you should stop salt intake altogether, many people go on that extreme that they stop taking salt altogether. Remember, salt is required by the body for normal functioning as well. It is only the extra salt which starts to increase your blood pressure, which starts to have an effect on your kidney functions, and which start to have a negative impact or negative impact on your heart health. So excess of salt has to be cut down, and we say that on an average, an adult should limit their sodium intake to less than 1500 milligram per day. Another important thing would be to look for your fat intake. How much amount of fat are you taking in your diet? Uh, I would say rather than stopping fat intake, you should switch from the unhealthy fats to more better or good fat forms which are available. So trans fats, they are artificial fats which increase LDL levels and decrease HDL levels. So trans fats have to be avoided. Then saturated fats, like the fat which is found in red meat, they are again not a good thing to have in your diet. Ideally, less than 10% of calorie intake should come from those saturated fats. Instead of that, we should insist or go more for monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fatty acids, which would help in building our heart health and which would also have a good impact on the cholesterol in our body. Then refined carbohydrates, as we just discussed, they need to be cut down in the diet, and the fiber intake that has to be promoted. So these small little things in the diet does will help you in covering going a long way in ensuring a good health for your heart and your body. Take care. Thank you.